Well, good afternoon, everyone. It's Zach Grantham with 93.1 Katy Country. Also, my best friend and fellow human being, Big Dave with Mad Rock 102.5 is here as well. Of course, we got our sister station, 97.5 KLAK, and we are here today to tell you all about the fascinating and the fantastic news about Denison's Music on Main. And of course, when it involves Denison, we have to have the lovely Donna Dow. Donna, how are you today?
I'm great. I thought I was going to be your best friend, but you were talking about Dave.
Well, you know, he got me into this business. We had the same birthdays, except for he's 10 years older than I. So he's my best friend. But Donna, maybe we can get some matching bracelets or something, and then you can be my best friend as well.
Okay.
So we are here today to talk about Denison's Music on Main. There is a lot of people discussing all the free music that we have here in the Texoma area. It's always a great time of year as we're kicking off the summer with Denison's Music on Main. And Donna, I know you and your team are very, very excited to get this year underway.
We are, and you know, I guess you might say it's with a little hesitancy. We had to really make sure that we could pull this off because we are serious about people being able to remain socially distanced. But we have taken some measures that we think they can do that and still enjoy live free music. And so it's going to be a great summer.
So what is some of the things you are going to do because of the coronavirus, Donna? I know one of those is talking about a little different location this year.
Right. So we have 1 acre of land at Heritage Park, and that's been just a great place for us to have our music. The sound's great. The stage is there. You know, it's just an intimate atmosphere, but it's not really where we can socially distance effectively there. And so we're going to move it 2 blocks south to Forest Park, and we've got 6 acres. So we're increasing the size. Literally, it should give people plenty of room to spread out. We've got some seating under trees, and so that's going to be nice, and especially for the musicians. And you know, we really want everybody to be comfortable. So another thing we're going to do is we're going to live stream it on our Facebook page, and very excited about that for this year. That's not something that people can expect because we want them to come be with us, but we want them to be safe above all. And so we're going to live stream it this year on Denison Live. And, you know, just a few other things. We're not going to encourage close contact like we want to have our Denison Rocks rock painting activity for the kids. Things like that, but we're going to have a great summer of music.
Well, we'd like to say hello to Kimberly Kirby, and Kimberly, we're going to get to Little Texas here in a little bit, okay? Don't jump ahead, Kimberly. We'll get to Little Texas here in just a moment. By the way, this is Donna Dow with the city of Denison. Now, Dave, I know you probably got a couple of questions here. I don't want to hog the entire thing.
That's all right. We're used to it. I was just going to let you go with it. So I know, Donna, one of the things that you and I have talked about is the Music Alley happy hour. I mean, you have that very prominent up on even on your flyer you've got. I'll bring that up here again. And but you'll see there it says Music Alley happy hour under the Music on Main. So what exactly is that?
Well, it's just something that we came up with that sounded fun in our heads. And so if we can execute, it's going to be great. But I think it's even more relevant with the circumstances that we're facing. It is kind of like a pregame show, you know, like a tailgating show or something like that. Yeah. So it'll be a lot of Jason Smith, a lot of me, Melanie Truxell will be on there, and artists. And that's going to be the main attraction. We'll have some media personalities on with us. So we want to make it fun and keep it active. As a matter of fact, I've been going through all our equipment to piece together the equipment that we're going to need. So we'll have good sound. So it's going to be shot, you know, the quality might not be as good as we're experiencing right now, but it's going to be shot outdoors, so you'll have some background noise. But we're really working hard to make sure that the quality sound will be on air, so it'll be an enjoyable experience. But we'll also talk about how people can come out and enjoy the evening and how best to do that. One thing that we're really encouraging everyone to do is to dine in our restaurants downtown.
Yeah.
I think they suffered probably as much or more than anyone. And so we want them to be able to get back on their feet. So we're working with them to have dine-in options or takeout, or even probably, a grab and go menu item that would be really good and quick for the people coming out. So, imagine this: you get your family, you get out on the lawn under the shade tree, get your spot and socially distant and have a picnic from one of our awesome restaurants. I mean, and then, add music to that. It doesn't get better.
So let's talk about the new location there at Forest Park. I mean, specifically, like, how is the setup going to be when somebody comes out to this? You're going to social distance in the park, but people can also sit in their cars and kind of hear from a distance. So, I mean, where should people park? Will all the parking be open? I mean, I'll bring this back up here again. I mean, we're seeing this entrance here for Touchdown Alley. So from this perspective, where everybody is familiar with it, right next to the stadium, where do people go to see the actual stage and the music?
So from your photo there at the entrance, if you go to the other corner along Crawford there, which is the street that runs in front of it, if you go to the west, you'll hit Fannin. And so if you took Fannin and did a triangle up from that, that's where our stage is going to be. So there's a playground and a splash pad there. And we're even hoping that splash pad is going to be able to be opened for our concerts, but the playground is. And so you'll just go back toward the stadium there from the playground. And that's where we're constructing a stage. So we've got some really great community partners that are making that happen. As I mentioned, we have a stage at Heritage Park, and it's an awesome stage. It was designed with electrical in mind and all our needs. So we may have some learning experiences along the way, but we've got the right people in place to help make it happen and get through it.
So Donna, I heard a rumor that Denison Mayor Janet Gott is actually building the stage. Is that true?
Well, she's made some phone calls to help make it happen. I don't
know.
Oh,
okay.
I wouldn't
I love Janet. She's like the sweetest person ever.
She's pretty good with a hammer, I'm sure.
Oh no.
She's out there in the middle of everything, and I'm sure that she wouldn't be opposed to nailing some nails.
There you go. All right, Dave and Donna, what do you think about going over the weeks, the music, the main bands and the opening acts? Y'all ready to do that?
Well, you had someone that was interested in the Little Texas, as I am, so we could just go right to the end.
Yeah. Why don't we start with week number 1? Because I got a lot to say about Little Texas, Donna, and so that will be what we call a radio tease.
Okay.
So we'll do it like that. Yeah, we'll start with week number 1, June 12th. We got Chris Jones and the Flycatchers, and then also Braden Williams is going to be the opening act. So Donna, tell us a little bit about Chris Jones and the Flycatchers.
Well, we're just really looking forward to them to get started on the season. They're a local band, and they're just going to have a lot of great music to listen to. And we're going to tease that each week on our Denison Live Facebook accounts. We have we'll play their music and put some YouTube videos and things like that. So if you don't know what they sound like, you'll want to check in there and listen, and then you'll definitely want to come out.
Awesome. And then on June 19th, just a week later, you have David Beck's Tejano Weekend and Mary Claire with Kira Courtright.
Yeah, I mean, the Tejano music is, we feel, going to be a big hit. We try to get a little bit diverse in our offerings. And so that is something that we've really worked on. I think the Tejano music is going to be very popular, and hopefully we'll have a nice crowd for that. And let me just tell you that Mary Claire is a young lady, but she has a dynamite voice. You will not want to miss that. And Kira Courtwright is also a youngster. And so we're offering some of our best up and coming talent here in Denison.
Awesome. And then we got on June 26th, we have Jen Phillips. We know all about Jen Phillips. We'll talk about that in just a second. She's going to be opening up for Steel Wind. Yeah,
so that's got some bluegrass in the Steel Wind, and that is, that's another diverse offering that we think when we try to choose our bands, we get something that the entire crowd is going to enjoy, because we don't want, people to just pick up their chairs and leave after 2 minutes. But we also want to expand their music appreciation. And so we're really looking forward to the Steel Winds. And, Jen leading off for them, she could sing all night, and we could keep a crowd there for sure. And so we're looking forward to that. She's probably going to be out and about a lot this summer.
Yeah, I think so too. Jen Phillips, she's awesome. Of course, she just absolutely loves this community. And I know a lot of people here in the Texoma area probably don't even know that Jen Phillips is a singer-songwriter. And she's awesome at that. And she's awesome
really
in the news as well. So it'll be exciting to see Jen Phillips opening up for Steel Wind. And
they're actually going to let her not have to work that day? Is it?
I don't know.
I think they're working with her. We've got a great partner there, and
she'll get in one song and it'll be like, oh, I got to go cover breaking news or something.
Yeah, she's gonna have to do her live shot, Dave, while singing.
You're right.
So she's got to do that. All right, Dave, tell us more. We got Dave here with Mad Rock. Tell us more about July, the acts that we have in July for Denison's Music on Main.
So 3 of our biggest acts that we feel like will be our biggest draw happen in July. And we start that off with Steelwood. So last week we had Steel Wind. This week we'll have Steelwood. And, and that's going to be one of our biggest attractions. And definitely don't want to miss that.
Awesome. You've got Confederate Railroad. There's a name I know. See, and this is what Zach and I talk a lot about, even though I'm over here on Mad Rock. It's like when you start talking like 90s country, I'm all in on this. I mean, this is the stuff that I like. This is the stuff that I played, back in the day when when I DJ at like Calhoun's or Outlaws or one of those kinds of things. These are the kinds of songs that people were requesting. So I know this stuff.
Well, they're awesome, and they have a wide appeal too.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's another one that I'm really looking forward to.
So Confederate Railroad had several songs in the top 10 on the country music charts. We're talking about Jesus and Mama, Queen of Memphis. Dave, you probably played Trashy Women a lot.
Like 1,000 proms. That was the song. I don't know why at a prom you'd want me to play that, but that's what I played. I remember that.
Yeah, we play that. We play that a lot on Katy Country, and then the song "Daddy Never Was the Cadillac Kind." So, like you said, Donna, a wide appeal for sure with Confederate Railroad. So I know y'all are very excited to have them on July 10th.
And Dukes of Twang, who are they?
Oh, that's Charlie Scherer and some of his friends, and they came up with that name and think it's
awesome.
Just the best name ever, and so. It'll be a great show. It's some local musicians that are well traveled also.
Excellent.
All right, and then on July 17th, we have the Selfless Lovers, and opening up for them will be Riley Redding.
Yeah, so the Selfless Lovers is going to be a fun band to listen to. And, again, check them out on their event that we're creating. I think you'll like their sound. It's a little bit not just the traditional country for sure. And then Riley Redding was in one of our contest last year that we had, and he was great to listen to. So he's going to be popular. Let me tell you, these openers are worth coming out for, and so hopefully everybody will listen.
So we have a question here from one of our account executives here, Michael Huss. He was asking about the food, like the food truck park. Is it going to be open? Food vendors going to be on scene? You kind of covered that earlier, but just for people who are just now tuning in, kind of go over that.
I definitely, the food truck park will be open, and we will not have the vendors exactly like we had at Heritage Park, because we want to promote everybody coming out early and going to our restaurants. We're trying to work with them so that if you get on site and you want to stay there, or maybe it's a little close to the concert, we're trying to work out where you can order and then we'll get it delivered to you. So again, we're hoping, instead of just the food truck right on site, that we are able to utilize our local restaurants, because we've got everything from fine dining to burgers, like you said, the food truck part. So they are excited about it and planning on being open at the food truck part.
Great.
And we will have some vendors on site. So I know we've got Pop Around the Corner and Homestead Winery. We're limiting that to our downtown businesses. Again, we don't want a lot of interaction with different businesses, but we want to support our downtown businesses.
Fantastic. All right, well, let's go ahead and move to the next week. Donna, tell us all about July 24th. You have Bailey Ray as the opener, and Mockingbird is the main band that evening.
Well, Mockingbird played, we had a benefit concert back in November after our downtown fire, and Mockingbird played. That was one of the first times they got together. It's like excellent musicians and vocalists, and they got together for I guess you'd call it a contest. It was kind of a, bizarre, just the musicians playing together, and they threw them together, and they did so well and really gelled. And so they performed at the benefit, and they're going to come back. Of course, COVID's kept them from performing a lot. They've got a female vocalist. And let me tell you, out of everyone that played our benefit, people were asking, can they come to Music on Main? Because it was just obvious that they were a good fit. And also they've got a lot of talent. They fit our model. We try to go for people that are original artists and great musicians and entertainers. And so they fit that. And Bailey Ray is an up and coming young lady. You are going to be hearing a lot from her in the future. She just graduated from Rock Creek High School, and she plays a lot. She's always on the road, but she's going to put on a great show to start.
Dave, Rock Creek, home of the Mustangs.
Yes, I'm aware.
Yeah.
Remember, I went to Silo. I don't remember Rock Creek.
I know you.
I DJ'd their prom back in the day. Come on, man.
Oh, that's great.
Maybe she'll have some fans come with her that have heard you play at those proms.
Yeah,
probably.
Some Cheeto and Blue folks.
Yeah, exactly.
Coming out. All right, so let's go on to the next week. By the way, Kimberly Kirby, we can go ahead and talk about Little Texas. Little Texas is going to be performing at Denison's Music on Main. As you can tell, I'm pretty fired up about this one because we play a whole lot of Little Texas on Katy Country. So you got Little Texas, and opening up for them is the Jared Mitchell Band. And Donna, I know you listen to Katy Country all the time, so you hear a lot of God Bless Texas on the radio a lot. So it's going to be fun. And I do imagine that will probably be one of their last songs that everybody's going to be looking forward to hearing.
Well, yeah, I'm counting on them playing that. That is an awesome song. It's a great anthem for Texas.
Yeah, for sure. And not only does Little Texas have that song, but Dave, I know you're going to recognize What Might Have Been. Went to #2 in 1993. Of course, God Bless Texas. By the way, I thought that was the #1 hit for them. It went to #4 on the country music charts. But then their next single they released is one of my favorite songs from them, which is My Love. Are you ready for my love, my love?
Please stop. No,
I'm just
we want people watching this stream. We don't want people flocking away. Come on.
I love that song. And then, of course, you got Amy's Back in Austin and Kick a Little. And it's going to be great, Donna. I'm going to be, Tara. That's what I'm talking about, Tara. I love Little Texas. It's great. So, Donna, have you been listening to all the acts from Music on Main, like on loop? Do you have like a playlist?
You know, one of my favorite things they do is Overdrive puts these together, and they have a loop with all the artists from that year, and they put them together and play them each week. So if you come out, you'll hear who's that week and who's going to be the next week and last week. And it is so much fun to listen to. One of my favorites, I'm going back a few years, but Big Joe Walker has Friday Nights in Texas. And to me, that's just like, that says it, because we go from Music on Main into tailgating before the home football games, and all of it's on Friday night, and it's just the best.
By the way, Donna, did Big Joe Walker, didn't he perform at one of your 4th of July events?
He did. So we had him for Music on Main and then brought him back for 4th of July. And I love listening to him. He's just got a great sound.
Sweet. Yeah, for sure. All right, let's move on to the next week here. This will be the finale. August 7th, you have Hill Country is going to be closing out the 2020 Denison Music on Main. So tell us about Hill Country.
So you may remember Zane Williams, and he's played before. He was one of the most memorable artists from my early days here in Denison Main Street. Gary Sewell had him on, and he always, he's just a great musician. Gary always talked about how Zane could just write a song, and he does a lot of that on his social media. But he was just awesome by himself. Now he's just kind of abandoned his personal career and formed a band, Hill Country, and they're just going to be just very popular, and increasingly you do not want to miss that show. It's a great way. We moved them from earlier in the season, but it's a great way to end the season, and you don't want to miss Hill Country.
Well, that is awesome. Well, Donna, do you want to throw out there all your social media links and your websites and all that? If people have any questions, they can go search there.
Right. So we have our individual events on denisonlive.com. We also have Twitter, Denison_live, and Instagram, the same. And then we have Facebook, we have Denison Live, and then that's where we'll be running all the live broadcasts. We also have Denison Main Street, and we try to share on that as well. So, check those out. And of course, they need to watch Katy Country and Mad Rock, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. And y'all are going to come out some with us, or at least go virtual before the concerts.
I heard you were buying our dinner. That's what I heard. I mean, I could be wrong.
Okay. Well, we have pizza and bologna sandwiches.
Yeah, I would have given me some of that popcorn from Derek.
Oh, I can eat that all day.
That's the extent of my budget, but yeah, we could do that.
Oh,
give me some of that. Give me some of that cheddar popcorn. I'm good. I'm a happy camper.
I was gonna ask, which is your favorite flavor?
Yeah, I just love the cheddar popcorn. I can eat that all day.
The Donna, the sweet heat is my favorite. The caramel with the jalapeno cheddar one. I think it kind of matches my personality too. Like I'm a sweet guy, but then sometimes I do things that are a little shocking. So I think the sweet heat is my favorite from Derek.
So speaking of which, now Donna, do you have sponsors you want to thank? I mean, for Music on Main?
Yes, we do. We have First United Bank I think they've sponsored it every year, and we're grateful for that. We also have the Denison Arts Council, and the city of Denison and Denison Live are really picking up a big piece this year. We have room for more sponsors, and we have Overdrive Entertainment and Hilton Garden Inn. We have room for more. So if somebody wants to get in on the action, I haven't printed the banners yet.
And just for people who are coming in maybe late to the broadcast here, let's talk about the new location for Music on Main, because that's a big change for you guys this year.
Right. We're moving where everybody can socially distance. We're going 2 blocks south to Forest Park. Fortunately, we've got some great spaces in our downtown. And we'll start at 6:30 with our Music Alley Happy Hour. And that's a great time to listen. You can hear the latest about that evening's concert. You can hear the artists. And then we'll start at 7:30 with the music. And you ask about parking. They can park around the perimeter of the park. And, depending on how many people get out on the lawn, but you'll be behind the stage on Crawford, but that would be the closest.
Gotcha. So basically like a football game then. You just park around the
right.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Anything? Go ahead.
Donna, who's going to be in the gazebo? That's what I want to know.
Well, our VIPs, some media person.
Yeah,
I was leaving the door open for you, but you're not like, okay, I'll be there.
Yeah. Well, I'm definitely going to be there for sure. So if there's a little corner area for me, then I'll hang out by the gazebo.
Okay. Well, the gazebo's around.
Well, that's true. That's true. Hey, as long as Chief Mike Gudgel is okay with me being there, then I am totally fine.
Oh, we won't tell him.
Yeah. Okay. All right. That's good. That's good.
Well, Donna, have we not covered anything else we need to cover before we wrap things up here today?
I think we're great. And, just check out our Denison Live, and you can listen to the folks before you come out. And I think you'll definitely want to come out. But we do ask everyone to respect others' space and just plan to be 6 feet apart.
Absolutely. Cool. So yeah, check that out whenever you get a chance. Go to the website there, denisonlive.com. You'll see that's actually where I grabbed this picture from, the flyer there with the dates and the artists and everything. That's where I got that this morning. So if you want to check that out and print it out and, maybe post it somewhere in your office or on your refrigerator so you remember what date is what band and you go see them. And there's nothing like live entertainment. Even if you're sitting, 50 feet away from them in your car with your window down listening to them, it's still live music. Gotta love it.
That's right.
Absolutely. Well, Donna, thanks again for joining us here today. And if you have any questions or anything, you can always reach out to Donna through denisonlive.com or the Facebook pages, all that good stuff. So you guys have a great Wednesday. And Donna, we'll be doing this, or at least Zach probably will, pretty much every week during each week, talking about the individual bands and maybe even have the bands on the call with us. That'd be cool.
Yeah, that's the hope and the plan, and so we'll make that'll be more interesting than us. But.
Absolutely. All right. Well, everybody, thanks for watching. We appreciate it. Again, go to denisonlive.com for more information about this year's Music on Main free summer concert series. Bye.